Hi, long time no chat. It has been a while and I've been putting off making an update video for quite a long time now. I think it's been at least 6 months since I last posted a video, but maybe more, probably more. But I'm finally ready to hop back on camera and, well, I shouldn't say ready, I feel very unready. But we're just gonna dive right in because that is what I do best, is not overthinking it and just doing it. Even if it's not perfect, even if it's not planned exactly how you want, you just do it. Because right now it is raining outside, so the lighting is terrible. I just took a shower, so my hair is still wet, and I'm literally leaving tomorrow to go to my friend's wedding. We have to leave here at like 5 in the morning. So yeah, I still have to bring my cats to my mom's house tonight and pack all of my bags, which, yes, I said cats. I did get a second cat. So at some point I will show you guys her, but that is how long it's been, and there's definitely a lot to cover. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about basically where I've been, why I have not posted on YouTube in so long, and how life has been 2 years after the CNN interview, 3 years after quitting my job, what I'm doing now, how I'm making money, and how things are going. So let's just dive right into that and start with probably the biggest question, which is, what am I doing now? Am I still making money? Am I back at a corporate job? I am still working for myself. I have continuously been freelancing and have actually brought on some help in different ways. As you guys know, Alice, who edits my videos, also has her own business and has helped with web design for a lot of my clients as well. But I've also now brought on my friend Cindy to help out with some projects, which has been super helpful and just taken some pressure off of me because I was definitely just trying to do too many things by myself. So yeah, it's been good. Things have been really good, actually, to the point that I have finally been working on fully launching my business. For those of you who have not been around for a while or don't really know the full story, when I quit my corporate job and started freelancing, I really just did like word of mouth. I just kind of was winging it. I've had no website this entire time. I've had no business name. I've just been going as like freelancer random at gmail.com email address, and I finally picked a business name and have started working on my official like offerings and services, and am planning on launching in the next month or two fully and just being a little bit more streamlined and structured. I'm still gonna be freelancing on the side because really I'm just trying to streamline the freelancing I've been doing and make it a little bit less stressful for me and be able to bring on more help to support my clients and take on more clients. But also I do have some clients that I plan on just kind of keeping around on a freelance hourly basis. So we'll kind of see how it all goes. I think it'll be like a slow roll. I'm thinking like a soft launch type of thing, and then we'll do like a full launch with like the full website and everything later this year. So what does that mean? That means that, yeah, I have been successfully continuing to make my 9-to-5 income or more every month. And yeah, I honestly am not even working full-time anymore, which is great. And I'm very happy with that, but I'm also ready to kind of dive back into work a lot more. So if you've been around since last year, I did have some health issues kind of come up, which really got me thinking about how much I was working and how much time I was spending on work and just really stressing myself out. And I realized I was kind of putting the same energy I had put into my corporate job into now my business, which was really taking a bad toll on my health. So I took a big step back and was able to kind of scale back my hours to like 20, 25 hours a week. And then yeah, I still was making the same as my old job because I have raised my rates quite a bit, which has been amazing. And I'm very, very grateful for my clients that have stuck around and, you know, stuck with me during my rate raises and, you know, all the new clients I've had along the way. So that's all been really positive. But with that being said, I feel like I have kind of fallen off the bandwagon with YouTube. And you're probably wondering, so if you're only working 20, 25 hours a week, why were you not posting on YouTube? And the reason that I haven't been posting on YouTube is not because I didn't want to or because I didn't have the time. It's really just because at that moment in my life and until literally right now, it has not really felt aligned with what I'm doing. And alignment is something that I've been a huge advocate for since since quitting my job. I did not feel aligned in my job, which is why I quit. And it's something that's really hard to gauge as well, because I thought that I wanted to still be doing YouTube. I was being hard on myself for not posting and making videos. But the reality was, when I did try to sit down and make videos, I didn't feel super aligned with them. It felt like I was just kind of like forcing something that really wasn't connecting to me on like a deeper level. And I'm aware that I was very privileged in the sense that I have been able to kind of only do things over the past year and a half that have felt more aligned, and that did not come with no risk. There's been a ton of risk, and we have definitely had our ups and downs. And since I've taken that step back, we have not been making money in terms of, we have not been like net positive every month. It's honestly been kind of stressful. We've been more equal, or sometimes dipping into the savings that we had built up for like the year prior to all of my health issues happening last summer. So it's been stressful, but also much needed. And I feel way more in tune with my body and more aware of what I want to be doing. And lately YouTube has just been like calling my name, and I've felt just ready to get back into it. And I've also had quite a few different people reach out to me over the past month or two, which thank you all who have been checking on me. I really appreciate that. And just seeing like how I've been doing, and I've been chatting with a few of you on Instagram and email. And I've also had like friends and family recently be like, hey, what happened to YouTube? I thought that's something you love doing. And it had been in the back of my mind, and just kind of like this nagging little voice being like, make a video. You want to make a video. It's time to make a video. And I just kind of tuned that voice out for so long. And part of that was definitely just wanting to not spread myself too thin, and being fearful of doing too much, because I had been trying to do too much for so long. But also part of it is, again, that just in that time in my life, that was just not where I felt aligned with putting my energy. So I really have felt like what I needed to put energy into for the past year almost has really been my mental health and my physical health ever since all of my health problems, and also into continuing to build my business and getting it in a more streamlined and structured way so that I don't keep burning out, because I really built my business. I mean, I didn't build a business. It was business of one, business of me, and I set myself up really for failure in that way. And in some ways I'm still in that spot, but things have improved a ton since, again, bringing on some help and raising my rates. All of that has been a huge help. And I really feel like I nailed down the system and the structure, and I'm able to look back on how I got to this place and really recognize what was working and what wasn't working. So it's just been overall eye-opening, and yeah, just I've made a lot of progress in other areas of my life. So going forward, I have a lot of big changes coming up. One of those big ones, which I'm very afraid of, and I know I talked about this last year because I debated it, is we are going to move out of this apartment, and we are now officially looking at houses to rent instead of apartments. And I had been putting off that idea for so long, just because it felt like moving into a house that I'm renting was like accepting that we can't afford to buy a house, and that is just like not in the cards for us like anytime soon, which is totally fine, and I've accepted that. But it felt like living in an apartment was like, oh, we're still young. Like renting a house felt like this like acceptance, but I've realized that I don't want to own a house. I really don't. Honestly, there's just been so much I've seen with family members recently regarding owning homes that has looked, I've been on the outside seeing how stressful it is, and I honestly have realized I don't even want to own a home anytime soon. So I'm actually relieved that I've come to this realization that renting a home is actually what we need right now, and that I'm okay with it and accepting it. And I mean, that's just the reality of the market right now. I know a lot of people my age are in the same boat and struggling with that. But yeah, so with that being said, we are moving soon in the next few months to where I have no idea yet. We have yet to figure that out or find a place. We have gotten a second cat. Her name is Mochi. If she would come up here, I will show you her at some point. I'm sure she'll come up, so I will show you. We still have Boba, of course, too, and they're kind of getting along. I can tell you more later in a vlog or something, but it's going well overall. And then I did my first aerial silks performance, which I feel like taught me so much about myself, and I have just feel like I've really broken out of my shell a lot in the past 6 to 12 months, and have really found more of my people. And I don't know, I feel really good. Although I still have a lot going on. I've been currently actually dealing with a lot of health stuff in the past maybe month or two, but I feel really mentally good and in a much better place than I was in. And yeah, things have honestly just been really good. So what does that mean going forward with my channel? I want to get back into making content about really this journey of finding out what you want to do with your life and actually going out and doing it. Now, again, like I was saying earlier, like looking back, I'm so much more able to recognize and understand what actually got me to this place and what things that I did that worked and what didn't work. And I want to really start sharing that with you guys. I've shared it with some of you in like email and Instagram over the past 6 months, as you've reached out to me and asked me for, you know, just advice or tips on like how to get into freelancing or how to find clients and things like that, and how to pick your rates and, you know, what type of stuff to offer as services that you do. It's so clear to me what actually did work now, and I want to share that with you guys too if you're still in that boat and trying to maybe leave your corporate job and, you know, freelance or start a business or whatever that looks like for you. So I want to talk a lot more about that. And I also have like a list of videos that I want to make in the next few months, which I'm gonna go grab it and then read it to you guys and tell you kind of just like what's in the pipeline of things I want to share. And then I also would love your input on what type of content you want from me after you hear this list, because it might hit on some of the things you wanted. So hold on. Okay, so video ideas. So I want to talk about how to stay focused on the right thing. I've touched on that concept a little bit today by just talking about alignment and, you know, why I stopped posting on YouTube for so long and why I'm okay with that now. But I want to talk more about that topic because I think when you're trying to build a business, that is something that is really difficult to do, which is recognize what is the thing that you should be focusing on and then continuing to focus on that. So that is one thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about how I actually replace my 9-to-5 income with my freelancing income. So how I actually got to the place where it was the same and more than my old 9-to-5 income, which then leads into my next topic, which is how I did that and now only still work 20 to 30 hours on like a crazy week instead of 40 plus like I was doing at my corporate job, and also why I'm doing that, because I could definitely work more and make more money. So that is another thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about how to actually find and get clients and actually get them to agree to work with you, and not using Fiverr or Upwork or any of those other websites that are supposed to like help you find clients. I want to talk about how to decide what you want to do to make money for yourself. So exactly what you should offer as a service for freelancing and how to figure that out and then how to market that. Then I also want to incorporate in some vlogs of what my life looks like now, because I feel like I haven't shared what it looks like in a long time. And that is something I was so curious about whenever I was in my corporate job, is I really wanted to know what life was going to look like after I quit and what my day-to-day would actually be like. So I want to share more of that type of content. And then the last thing I want to share is me actually working on achieving this next big goal of mine, which is to actually soft launch and full launch my business. I want to share behind the scenes of that, exactly my plan for doing that, so that if you're maybe in a similar spot to me, you can kind of follow along. And now this phase of my journey in working for myself is definitely nothing I know anything about. Well, that's not super correct. I know what needs to be done. I have yet to do it myself and experience it. Some of these things that I'm gonna be doing and working on are things I literally help my clients with. So I do have firsthand knowledge and experience from working with other business owners who have been building their businesses, but also I have yet to emotionally experience it myself. So I wanna be able to share that journey with you guys so you can kind of see the ups and downs and everything. But also versus the fact that, you know, everything I've done over the past 3 years since quitting my job, I have already been through it. So I already know what worked for me, what didn't. That I feel very confident sharing actual information on of what worked and what didn't. I have the results of that. So I want to be sharing more of the results of the past 3 years of my life, how I got to where I got now, and then share more of the journey of this next phase of my life, which is really converting from freelancer to business owner, what that looks like, and kind of, again, the positives, negatives, struggles, things that are coming easy to me, all of that. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely let me know in the comments down below what you're the most interested in so I can maybe focus on those videos first. I would love to get back to a weekly posting schedule, but I'm not promising anything, so don't get mad if I don't post, because I very well might not post. And I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna post. I just don't know about bi-weekly at a minimum, okay? But I'm gonna close today's video by just talking a bit more about why I'm choosing to actually launch my business now and what is kind of motivating me to do so. Because again, I could easily kind of stick with the same routine I've been in and maybe just up my hours or add more clients in. But the thing is, I feel like I am capped out mentally with the kind of work I am currently doing. I am very much struggling to handle all of my different clients on my own while also trying to build up new clientele. I also just have my hands in so many different buckets, and that is something that I have done from the beginning. That is actually a huge thing that I think got me a lot of success early on, was being comfortable and willing to do so many different things for so many different clients and not niching down too quickly. But now I'm at a place where I feel that the only way forward really is to niche down and really specialize in the things that I am best at. So that is why I'm choosing to launch this business, is because I want to niche down. I want to actually specialize. And I really feel like that is what is gonna bring me to this next level. Why am I doing it in such a short period of time? Well, that is because I've been saying since January that I want to launch my business by the end of March. It is April 3rd right now. I have not launched my business. I've done a few things, picked the name, bought the domain, I've set up my email. I've done the easy things. So I have not done the hard work. I've been planning it for months now. I have so many notes and ideas and concepts, but I just keep like jumbling them up all in my head and on paper and not coming to a conclusion on what this business is gonna be and putting my foot down and deciding like this is it. And that is really what I need to do. So us moving has really been the catalyst to really get this business launched, because market rates right now for rent are no fun. And we really want to move into a 2-bedroom, just move out of a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom. It's a 3-bedroom if that's all we can find and it's reasonable, then fine. But the 1-bedroom is just not cutting it anymore. The second cat has added like too much in this tiny space. So I'm very ready for us to have a little bit more space and to not be an apartment anymore. What that means is that we need more money. And yeah, my husband's already working full time, so there's really, you know, I mean, not much else he can do. And I have not been working full time, and there's a lot more that I feel like I can do at this time to really expand. And also, like, that's my goal and my passion anyways, and what I've been wanting to do. So yeah, I'm very much motivated to start really going all in with this business, getting it launched, and hopefully being able to help more clients, because that's like the other thing is I'm very like, I get maxed out very easily with how many people I can help. And I really know that launching this business and streamlining it is gonna mean I can help more people, and also bring on help to help me help more people, because I really just love working with small business owners and just seeing the difference that I can make in their business. And that's what I want to keep being able to do. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is, obviously, yes, I would like to be able to make some more money, because like I said, we are tight right now. And that's also definitely like I'm playing the biggest part in that, in terms of really, you know, again, not working full time and also like spending. I'm definitely a big spender, but we definitely can make big changes in that area. So those are the reasons, those are the goals. I'm really using this as a catalyst, because in the past, these risky choices have really been what have pushed me forward. Quitting my job with no backup plan, moving into this apartment with literally only enough to pay 1 month of rent, and having currently like no client work, and also Oliver not having a job at the time. Like, that was a crazy risky thing we did, and it literally somehow all worked out. So I know that I do well under pressure, so I am creating pressure for myself by us literally telling our apartment complex, because we have to let them know in the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna be telling them that we are moving out, we are signing the form that we will not be renewing our lease, so that there is a lot of pressure to make more money so that we can hopefully sign a lease somewhere, unfortunately, but also excitedly. more expensive so that we have some more space. So that's the plan. I'm creating a little bit of pressure in my life purposely to get the job done because I do well under pressure and I like taking risks. And the whole like no risk, no reward thing, I 1000% agree with, although you know, you wanna be careful with the types of risks that you take and how large of a risk that they are. So keep all that in mind. But anyways, are you also interested in more like financial videos? I used to make a lot of like budget videos, but I think I focused a little bit too much on the budget. But I feel like it's really interesting to see the numbers of like how much money I've made and how much money I've spent. And at this point, I do have like business expenses because I have hired contractors to support my client work. So I don't know if that's something you guys are interested in seeing, just like the numbers behind everything and like how much I pay in taxes and insurance, all the nitty-gritty behind just the financial side of things. Let me know because I feel like those videos are interesting. I found them interesting whenever I was trying to do this. So if you want that too, let me know. But I'm gonna end it here. It's a very long video and I know this video was also like very rough. Again, I just like jumped in because it was time to jump in. So bear with me. Other videos will be more polished. And yeah, let me know if there's anything else you want me to make a video about or talk about. Put all of that in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching and supporting and opening this video and actually playing it after me not posting for so long. And again, all of you who reached out, I really, really, really appreciate it. You genuinely have no idea how much I appreciate it. And I'm really happy and excited to start sharing with you guys again. So that is all I have. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.